Back come the Sabres. Toss the outside by Wilford. He's got a give and go there. Wilford just fans on it. Rio gets to the puck. He's got Shub, doesn't go to him. As Filiaggi will carry it in on an offside play. Welcome back for those of you joining us fresh here. We are bringing you live action. We've got 8:30 to play, period number 1. From the Lecom Harbor Center in downtown Buffalo, New York. Practice facility of the Buffalo Sabres, game facility for the Buffalo Junior Sabres. It's those Buffalo Junior Sabres and your Pittsburgh Penguins elite. Side at the Penguin line, we'll have a neutral zone draw. So yeah, sorry about the delay in getting everybody up and running. We are up and running here from the Harbor Center in Buffalo. It's the Sabres. They're in blue, looking just like the big Sabres. Blue jerseys with the crisscross swords and buffalo on the chest. Blue pants with gold stripes, blue socks with gold stripes, and blue helmets. Your Penguins are in the gin and juice black jerseys. The black uniforms with Pittsburgh from the left shoulder to the, right shoulder to the left hip. Black pants with gold socks, black socks with gold and white stripes, and your iconic gold Pens Elite helmets. Evans drives into the Sabres zone. It's cleared back out. It's a 0-0 tie as we hit the halfway mark. This one will be covered up by Hanner for a whistle and a defensive zone draw. Penguins are back to full strength. The first game with full lines. All 15 skaters and both goaltenders available this weekend as we'll play a 2-game do-si-do 2-set with the Sabres here from the Harbor Center today. The later game coming later on this afternoon before this broadcaster makes a trek all the way to Rochester to bring you as much as possible of the 2011's game. Penguins lines will set them up for you. The defense pairs are Starr and Villela, Ofteride and Julius, Merlot and Kaminsky. Up front, full forward lines. You've got the line of Paris, Evans, and Hartman. You've got Wu, Armstrong, and Carter, and Filiaggi, Reel, and Shub as the Sabres toss it across for the shot that comes off the goaltender. Hanner bounces right near the goal line and is able to trickle across to give the Sabres a 1-0 lead with 7 minutes to play in the first. So the Sabres able to strike first here. A cross crease feed that's shot in on the goaltender Hanner. He got a piece of it, just not all of it. And the Sabres lead 1-0. Puck in the Penguins' end as they battle. Shot comes in from the outside. That's fought away by Ofteride. He'll rim it behind for his partner, Julius. Julius up the wall for Shub. It's picked up by Filiaggi. Carrying through center to the Sabres zone where he leaves the puck behind for a shot in from Shub that finds the paraphernalia of Delisle, where she's able to get a cover, a whistle, and the Penguins will have an attacking zone face-off. Filiaggi to lean over the dot. Shuby now on the left side. He was playing the right wing. He is switched with Reel here as the Penguins win the draw, but the Sabres jump right on the puck and streak into the Penguin zone. It's off the skate of Wilford to the corner for Vuklik. Like behind, I think that's Lozniak. His centering feed avoids everybody to the wall. Wilford battling in the corner. It'll be worked up high to Hart. Hart goes to cross ice feed for a shot from the point by the Sabres. That's top. Other side of Hart here in this one. Merlot up to Filiaggi. Filiaggi will fire it all the way in, and the Penguins get a line change. Real stays out to pressure the puck. His pressure frees up a bouncing puck. It's gathered in and brought through center by Lonsniak. Into the middle for Vukulik. That's taken away by Paris. He tries to hit Evans. Good read by Druin to pick that one off. Off the boards for Star. Star swipes at it. Kept in by the Sabres. Lonsniak back to Star. His attempted clear cut off by the Sabre defense. Shot from a tough angle. Kicked away by Hanner. Out the center for Hartman. He just can't get it past Buchholz at the point. It'll be Star regrouping in the Penguins' end to Villela. Villela loses the handle in the referee's feet. He's under pressure. It'll end up being an offside play. So welcome, everybody. Sorry for the delayed start here, but I know you're all on, and we want to thank every one of you who, when you look at your screen, you see that it says subscribed. We appreciate all of you for subscribing. If you don't know how to do so, log into your Google account while you're on YouTube. That'll log you into your YouTube account. You hit the subscribe button. We hit a milestone just last week, getting to our 1,000th subscriber. And somebody was like, oh, that means you can make money. It really doesn't. They will play more ads now, unfortunately. But that's all about our ability to go mobile, and we're going to test that out here in Buffalo later on today as we're going to try to give you a tour of this beautiful Lecom Harbor Center. As the Penguins battling in their own end, it's Paris. Cross-ice feed for Hartman. He couldn't get it out, but Evans will. Evans and Druin. Evans 1-on-2 as he tries to go around the defender. It goes off of his skate. Pressure coming from Paris. Now Hartman. Hartman across for Evans. He's tied up on the play by Daly, and Daly's going to head to the sin bin for that one. So the Penguins are going to head to the power play. A trip on Daly as Evans had gotten just a bit of a step, getting the puck on the backhand, unable to get the shot through. A good penalty to take there as Evans was streaking to that back post. He was headed for the quad, folks. The power play unit will be Armstrong, Wu, and Carter, with Villela and Starzy. The Sabres control the faceoff and clear the zone. Penguins will try to set things up at center. Villela and Star, your point men. Dumped in by Armstrong, chased by Wu. The Sabres get control. They're able to get it all the way up and clear the zone for what looks like a potential shorthanded 3-on-2 here. Here's Hart into the zone. Penguins struggling to set up the power play. They deployed a bit of a dump and chase. They've lost the draws and then dumped it in a couple of times. Penguins working on puck control on the power play, but they're starting both zone entries off by giving the puck away. They'll see if they can set it up now as Wu has it on the half wall. It's taken from him immediately. Penguins outnumber the Sabres, but the Sabres able to get control and ice it. And I think, thankfully, with 38 seconds left on the power play, we're going to get a change in lines here. Penguin power play looking a bit disjointed. So we'll see what Ofteride, Julius, Schub, Filiaggi, and Real can do. Puck back for Julius at the point. He'll bank it off the boards. Taking it to Real. Real centering feed goes up high. I think he was trying to bank it off Shuby's head. It'll come back to Real. Nice play to the point for Ofty. Ofty cross ice to Julius, making the defense move for a one-timer. Off the stick of the Real deal. Jack Real, the one-timer on the backside on the power play. And folks, that play starts down low with a pass from Real up high to Ofterhide, who reads the backside as the Sabres outnumber on that penalty kill. On the strong side, Julius was able to sneak down to the dots. That pass comes across to Julius wide open, which makes everybody on the Sabres team crash the opposite side, leaving Real open just in the lower part of the slot for a one-timer. And on the power play, the Penguins have tied it up. The Sabres right back into it. We talk about that. A very, very important shift after a goal here as the Sabres control early. Shub fires it up the center. Can't find the stick of Real, so back into the Pens end come the Sabres. It's off the stick of Vukulik. It'll be gathered in by Ofterheide. His pass in the feet of Filiaggi, who comes back to pick it up, but he's pressured from behind by Vukulik. Vukulik able to wedge it further in for Ofterheide. Ofterheide will rim it around towards Shub. That's cut off by Nightingale. Comes free to Vukulik, bouncing puck picked up by Lonsniak. He'll go back to Hart at the point for a shot that's just wide of the post, careening off the wall behind and still controlled by the Sabres, having that great shift after a goal. Penguins scrambling a bit in their own end as the Sabres possess in behind. A pass, centering feed, picked off by Real, but he's unable to get full control. Just rolls off of his stick out the center. Penguins will wedge it up to Shub. A 3-on-2 developing here. Shub will gain the zone. Real peels off and the Penguins dump it in. You want to see an attack there on a 3-on-2. I know it was the end of a shift, but Evans will jump out. He gets in to a battle. He'll come free to, Anistet. Can't read the back of the jersey. Daly will end up with it behind. He's hounded by Hartman. He's able to fire it across. And the Sabres are back in business as Buchholz dumps it in behind. Kaminsky will get there, wedging it up the wall for Parrish. Parrish across to Hartman. He'll join the rush. Penguins with a 3-on-3. Evans to the high slot as it comes across to Parrish. I think he tried to go back to Hartman, or else he was kind of had the stick popped from behind. Evans almost intercepts a play that goes off the stick of Daly back to Merlot. Merlot up to Evans. Evans will gain the zone. Crisscrossing with Hartman. The pass just goes past Hartman's stick. It'll be the Sabres puck at center. Buchholz tossing it back to Druin. LaDuca will battle along the boards and fire it deep into the Penguins' end. It'll be Starr back to get it for the boys in black. 30 seconds left in the period as Evans gets control. His cross ice feed picked off by Vukulik. He'll fire one in that Hanner's able to put all the way to the corner. Good rebound control there. Coach Chason, and in Hanner's cage, Coach Dad will be thrilled with that control. Here's Merlot, high off the boards. Battled for behind Parrish, supported by Starr. Starr will dislodge the puck. He was trying for Hartman. It'll come free for Parrish. He gathers it in, able to control until we hear the horn sound. That horn will indicate the end of the first period. We're going to take a bit of a break here, and we'll be back for second period action. Welcome back, everybody. We are here on the New Wave Energy Rink. The community rink, we'll say. At the Lecom Harbor Center. It's a 1-1 game between the Buffalo Junior Sabres and your Pens Elite. The Sabres control the second period faceoff as they'll go right to left on your TV screen. Dumping it in behind the Penguins net, battled for by Villela, cleared all the way to the point for Daly. Daly's pass down low for Lonsniak, picked off by Wu. It's a 3-on-2 developing for the Penguins as Wu will put himself off sides, making good gap there by Daly as Wu drove in, forcing him to make a move at the blue line, putting Shuby off I'm sorry, Carter off on the left wing. Wu to lean over the dot. Second period action here, 1-1 tie. We'll bring you both games. It's the Penguins and Sabres here in Buffalo, and then I'm going to make the trek up to Rochester for the 2011s and Rocco later on this evening as Jake Starr drives in, fires one up high off the collarbone area, comes back for a blast from Wu that catches the stick of a Sabre. Good block shot there as Buchholz will clear it up to LaDuca. It'll be gathered in by Starr. He goes high off the glass. Bouncing puck avoids the puck of, or stick of Murphy briefly. He'll play it across to Hart off of Starr, and it'll be jacked down and cleared by Villela. Bouncing puck. I thought maybe the Sabres would get a break there. They do not. We want to remind you all, it's almost Christmas time as Jack Reel breaks free. He's in on a break. Winding, firing, and a better save. LaDuca will step out and play it up. Penguins changing. 3-on-2 developing here for the Sabres. A great save and kick up for a shot. Great scoring chance off the stick of Wilford. What a play by Delisle in net. Penguins have to be alert on those line changes. Almost exposed. A 3-on-1 shut down by the handman. Great back pressure by Aufderheide, but this is the result of it. Now it's Sabres puck in the Penguins' end as they go to work. This all after the stop on Reel and the clear. It'll be Filiaggi getting it back up for Reel. Reel goes behind the back for a one-timer off the stick of Filiaggi. Kicked out by Delisle. Battled for by Schub. It'll be picked up by Wilford. He'll gain the zone. Pulling up, looking for a trailer. Finds him, shot comes in. Hanner there with the kick save. Reel all the way up at center ice as the puck's cut off by Hart. Have to get a pronunciation on Six's name there for Buffalo. Shot came in. Anstedt is the guess. So we'll go with Anstedt. Takes the shot. Hanner able to cover that one. 12:22 to play here in the second period. A 1-1 tie. Played cross ice. Shot came in covered, so it'll be Vukovic and Paris in the Penguins' end. I was going to mention, Cine TV merch, get on there. Hot off the shelves merchandise, including some coupon discount codes. If you follow us on Twitter, you can get some discount codes there. As the puck goes off of a stick on the deflection, it'll come all the way out to just past the Penguin blue line. Appa and Hart on the blue line for the Sabres. Right in front of us is the draw. Vukovic to take it. Paris will win. Hartman goes heavy off the wall right to Kanapa. No pressure. It'll be freed up. Here's Merlot. Cross for Hartman just past his stick. Wozniak able to hit Nightingale and gets to the line where Hart will put it in on an offside play. Penguins will get a line change, so they'll put out the Wu unit. Buffalo wins the draw, is able to fire it in behind the net where Starr's tied up. Wu there in support. Pops free to be wedged by Wu up the boards, cut off by the Sabres. That's Buchholz back for a drive by Daly. Bruin, that's fought off by the blocker. Edged up high, it'll be picked up by Wu, rimmed around, battling for it there. Carter unable to clear the zone. Kept in by the boys in blue. Did he play for Starr up the wall, looking at Armstrong. Armstrong will twist it out to center. Bouncing puck to be gathered in by Villela. He'll drive the offensive zone. Attacking is the Penguins defenseman who fires it hard behind. Nice read by Armstrong to get there. It's taken away though, and back to the line to be shot in by Villela. Picked up by the Sabres. Cleared up for LaDuca. LaDuca for Anstedt before Starr plays takeaway. Here's Wu crisscrossing at center. Driving in. He's got a heavy shot if he can get it off. That shot disrupted by a stick on puck block. Here's Shuby with it. He'll wedge it up forward. Couldn't quite get it the whole way behind the net. It's kept at the line briefly by Filiaggi before being cleared by Stroh. Up for Vukulik. Heavy shot off the glove of Hanner. Battling along the boards, Druin and Ofterhide. They'll bank it heavy off the boards, trying to spring Filiaggi that time, as Real was also streaking up ice. Here comes Starr to the puck in the Penguins' end. Cross for Ofterhide off the skate of Shub, picked up by Filiaggi. He'll jump in, firing one towards the cage. Bouncing puck will end up in on Delisle for a cover. It'll be a face-off in the offensive zone for the Penguins. Filiaggi and LaDuca. Controlled by Real. Great play back to the point for a shot from Julius that almost found six hole. I had a great shot of it. Delisle doing a good job on the blocker side of squeezing that arm in and getting control of the puck. Sneaky one off the stick of 16, Julius. Another nice low to high play there by Real. Able to get control in the offensive zone and find Julius open. There's a D-to-D play behind the cage for Daly. Ofterhide will step up at the line, keeping it in, but shooting it off the Penguin bench. This line's going to stay out there. Face-off controlled by Buffalo. Duco gained the Penguin zone where Ofterhide will battle. There's Filiaggi to help support. It goes behind the Penguins cage. Ofterhide will get there, dislodging the puck, freeing it up for Filiaggi, who finds Real up at center again. His centering pass, he had Shub going. He second attempt, gets the whole way through for a blistering shot that stopped. Another great dish from Jack Real. Sticking with that puck there right inside the Penguin line, or the Sabre line. First pass was blocked, gets to the second one and fires it across for Shub. Harris on the draw, but it's controlled by the Sabres. It'll be Hart, pressured by Hartman. Geared up to the line and out to center. Past Merlot and in come the Sabres on the rush. Anstedt. Nice stick by Merlot there. And Paris able to fire it up. Evans a bit high. Hart crashing down, keeping the puck in. Swiped across the crease. Gathered in by Hartman. He goes heavy off the boards. A bouncing puck. Can Evans get behind? He will. Picking it from Anstedt. Driving in, shooting just wide of the blocker side. Evans will get to it and battle along the boards as it comes free to Merlot. Down low to Evans. Evans in front for Paris. Now Hartman chopping at it. They'll fire it in front of the net where it's grabbed and covered and held. Penguins making a line change here. It was Wu on the offensive draw. It's controlled by Buffalo. Lonsniak into the Sabres zone. Poked off the stick of Vukulik. Knocked out of the air by Villela and wedged out the center. Tapped by Wu as a bouncing puck. Everybody kind of swiping at it. Nobody actually taking control until Lonsniak gets it and centers it to Wilford on what will be an offside play. Wu to take the face-off. Back for Villela. D to Star. His pass picked off by Daly. In come the Sabres. Crossing from left to right. Driving in. Bouncing. Puck cleared by Star to the outside for Armstrong. Armstrong looking for Wu in the middle. Wilford able to knock the puck out of midair. He'll pick it up again at the line on an onside play and dump it in. Off of Villela. Swipe that by Carter, but kept in by the Sabres. Wilford will pin a Penguin against the wall as he's able to center it to Vukulik cross ice for Kanapa. His shot off the blocker side. Passed in front for Vukulik, who's stopped by Hanner, cleared by Star. Star will come out through center. A toe drag at the line. The Penguins able to stay on side there somehow, as Wu will pressure the puck in behind. Penguins getting a part of a line change here. Wu pressures on back pressure. Dumped into the Penguins' end. Here's Star to get it. He looks for Ofterheide. It's taken away. In behind Leduca. Centering for Buckholt, who fires it all the way through. The Penguins have some tired bodies out there. The Penguins were able to get like 2 kids off. That's where they needed to get more. Wu gets to it. He shoots it up, trying for real. It'll find center where Hart turns it back the other way. Wu able to escape and get off as a shot comes in. Filiaggi joins the play as Ofterheide will pick up the puck. Ofterheide able to Filiaggi able to tap it up for Real. Here's another break for the Penguins, and Real fakes the forehand, goes to the backhand, and the Penguins take a lead as this time the Sabres get caught changing at center. The puck came up to be battled for and taken by Filiaggi, who made no doubt about a beautiful pass to Spring Real, who has been flying up the ice today. He faked the forehand, went to the backhand, and the real deal, Jack Real, with his second of the game, making it 2-1 Penn. 5:45 to play in the second. For the Penguins, with a bit disjointed lines here, Hartman's going to join Filiaggi and Real now. Free to Ofterheide. For to Julius. Knocked away from him by Daly. Gathered by Julius, heavy off the glass. Picked up by Wilford. He'll be turned back the other way as Daly will get control at the line. Daly twists it up. It's picked off by Julius, and Real was in offsides. 5:15 to play here in period 2. Stroh. Picked off by Hartman. Hartman will drive in, crisscrossing with Evans. Shoots one, blocked out by the Sabre defense. It'll be Paris to the corner. Taken by the Sabres, reversed. It'll be Daly in the corner, under pressure from Evans. Evans will chop at it, knocking it down for the support from Paris. Daly will get control, and this time fired all the way out the center. Here's Kaminsky under immediate pressure from Anstedt. He'll find his partner Merlot. He'll rim it around back for Hartman. Bouncing puck, swipe that, and finally cleared by Paris. Evans trying to pop it past Hart, but Hart will get control. Battled in behind, it's Kaminsky. And Hart in the corner as Hart twists and turns for the Sabres. Trying to get one back. Centering feed comes all the way through to Kanapa. It'll be his centering pass is picked off but not controlled, and the Sabres are right back on it. It's Vukulik to the corner. Nightingale there. He'll rim it around. Lonsniak off the half wall. Defended by Paris. He twists back to the middle. Shot goes off the pad of Hanner. It's wedged out the center for Evans. He'll bank it off the boards. He's in a race with Hart. Evans into the corner to pick the puck up. All the way behind the cage for Wu. Wu to the opposite corner where it's knocked away and gathered in by Lonzniak, but taken back by Wu. Wu down low for Starr. To the corner for Army. Army will battle. It comes to Wu in support. Now Carter before taken by Vukulik, sent up to Nightingale. His pass to the middle is intercepted by the Penguins' Starr, who twists in the corner, finds Armstrong. Armstrong back to Starzy. Starzy will drive the outside, right side as he challenges Buchholz. Knocked down on the play, it'll go to Wu. Armstrong back covering the point for Stars, will get control. He tries to go cross ice to Wu. Twisting up at the blue line is Villela, who gets it deep for Penguin pressure from Carter. That pressure forces it over to Wu. He'll stop along the boards. Able to pull it off the wall with a power move. Into the middle before dropping it back to Starr, who goes down low to Carter. Carter with a nice head fake one way. He'll carry it behind the net instead and leave it for Armstrong. Armstrong knocked off the puck, and back come the Sabres. Anstedt to the Penguins line for a centering pass. That's picked off nicely by Villela. He can't clear as LaDuca will keep into the corner. Starr will swipe it away behind the cage before clearing it up off the stick of Armstrong all the way out the center for Daly. Under pressure from Wu. It's off of a skate picked up by Armstrong, and the Penguins are back in. Armstrong centering one. Nobody there, and back come the Sabres. There's Wilford, left wing side. Tries to drag it around Starzy. Starzy will play takeaway, but Daly keeps at the point for Buffalo. To the corner for Starr. He's in a battle, knocked down on the play, but Filiaggi will follow on. Filiaggi with a couple of great passes here in this one, springing Jack Reel on the most recent for a breakaway tally. The difference in the game right now. Julius battling. Poked at by Filiaggi. It's still the Sabres puck behind the cage. Twisting it out in front for a pair of shots is Wilford. It comes free to Vukulik. He'll go back to the point. Daly's one-timer into the breadbasket of the masked man in black. It'll be Hanner with the save and cover. Face-off. Won by Buffalo, but all the way out the center. Under pressure from Reel and Schub as the Sabres turn it back to the Penguins line. Filiaggi at center has it taken away by Lonzniak. He'll go over to Hart. Hart challenges off their hide, then he'll dump it behind for Julius to rim it, looking for Schub. Supported well by Filiaggi. Banking it off the boards as a battle along the wall. It's Murphy, it's Nightingale. Nightingale will come away with it. Chopped at by Reel. Block shot by Filiaggi. That could have been dangerous as Reel had taken like one quick hop step and would have been gone if that came the other way off Filiaggi's pads. Good read. Those two feeling it so far today. Yanked around behind by the Penguins off their idle challenge on the half wall as Hart crashes down to the corner. Here's switch. Lonzniak will get the puck. He's working the half wall as he twists and turns. Centering one. It's off the skate of Nightingale, knocking him to the ice. It'll come free in front to be poked free by Hanner. Shoved up off the stick of, or off the hand of Hart. Filiaggi follows on and the Penguins get control, but only briefly. Julius fanning on a dump-in attempt as Anstedt will get control of the puck. Penguins able to get some players changed, not all, as they get saved there by a horn. A really elongated shift in the Penguins' end-to-end period number 2. Period that saw Jack Reel jumping on the tally for the Penguins. So it's Looks like we're checking on the chat. We got Grammy, we got Andy, we got Tyler Pierce all tuning in. 2009 Pens Elite Superstar watching us live here on Cine TV. We bring you live action from Buffalo. It's the migration of the dads, the great dad migration that occurs in between every period. Just like the Canadian geese flying south for the winter, the dads will switch sides so they can get a better view, and their children can get a better view of them, giving all of the steel second hand signals that we see from the stands. I believe I saw Jared Reel down there with big signs to tell Jack cue cards. Just kidding, of course. No, the dads will migrate. The moms search for warmth, which is out in the other rink where we'll bring you the game later on today. Everybody's looking forward to that one. As the Penguins will get things started here, it's Paris on the draw. Controlled by Merlot, up to Hartman. Hartman will dump it in. Daly back to get it, pressured by Evans. Rimmed around and brought out the center by Buchholz. Kept in, though, by Paris, a bouncing puck, just avoiding Evans as he'll get to it in the corner. Fake one way, twist the other. Outnumbered by Sabres and taken away by Daly. Back come Buffalo. Over the line. Defended by Kaminsky. Daly will center one. Bouncing puck over the cage. Gathered by Kaminsky. Up for Hartman. And finally wedged out the center by Paris. Daly will shoot it back to the Penguins line. Fanning on it, Hartman, and here's a chance for the Sabres. In front. Looking for Anstedt as the puck pops free for a drive from Buchholz that's kicked out. A big block by Brennan Kaminsky sends the puck into the netting above. The Penguins with a D-zone draw here for the Woo unit. Pressured at the point was Murphy. The Sabres will control it over to Hart. Felling Carter with a shot. Starr will get control. It's knocked off of his stick, but right to Brody Carter. He challenges Hart, taken away there to the line for Villela. He's able to clear it. Here comes Woo. The Woo into the offensive zone. He'll try to toe drag in a beautiful defensive play to poke it away. He went for that outside in move. Armstrong will keep it at the line and dump it back into the Sabre end. Looks like the Penguins are forcing the Sabres to go 200 feet here. As we saw Hartman kind of gain the red line, dump it in. Evans and Paris went in on the forecheck. This time we saw the dump in by Armstrong. Penguins able to take over at center, and Reel drives the corner. Having a day. As it'll be taken away by Daly. A bouncing puck picked up at center by Drew, and he'll find Nightingale. Nightingale into the offensive end, where it's taken back by the Penguins. They just look a bit kind of disjointed there, as ultimately Filiaggi will get control, and almost a blind feed up the outside for a streaking Reel, as those two are reading each other so well right now. So an attacking zone draw coming here to the right of Delisle. Sabres netminder. Behind, controlled by Filiaggi. He'll get it to Reel. Reel will go low to high and just bounces over the stick of Ofterheide at the line. So the Penguins will regroup at center. Ofterheide spinning it up for a touch. I think it was a touch pass by Reel. He didn't get all of it. And the Sabres put it right back in the Penguins' end. It's Buchholz batting it out of the air with his big mitt. Twisting his Ofterheide up to the point. Able to dislodge it and get it all the way out past Drew into center. Daly will chop it back to Buchholz. And he'll gain the Penguins' end. Back pressure from Schub, taken away by Ofterheide. He'll bank it out to center ice, where the Sabres, Hart will take control. Hart drives the right wing side, in behind the cage. Back to the point. Knappa will dump it in behind. Going right to the puck was a Sabre. Can't see if that's Anstead or not. Couldn't tell. That was Wilford. As ultimately a centering pass is sent out to the neutral zone by Hartman. Glove down by Ofterhide. He'll send a feed across, and here's Anstead picking that one off for a shot that's fought off by Hanner. Battle along the boards for Merlot. Comes out in front. Bouncing puck finds the point. Canapa with a shot. Misses the cage. Evans gets deep to pick the puck up. He'll center it to Hartman. Hartman banks it heavily off the boards. Dylan, a little hot potato here. When he gets it, he's just got to kind of stop and make a play. Nice job by Ofterhide to get control. Here's Hartman up for Evans. There's the play we're talking about. Evans will try to weave in. Leaves it for a shot from Paris that's off the stick into the netting above. So an offensive zone draw with just under 11 to play. 2-1 Penguins leading here from Buffalo. Who on the faceoff? Off the stick of Lonsdale. Pressured immediately by Carter. Sent back the other way. He'll snap it across to Druid. He'll fire it in behind the Penguins net. Vukulik with the puck pressure. Kaminsky comes across. Physical along the wall before rimming it back around. Bouncing puck eludes Villela. He'll send it behind looking for his partner, but finding a Sabre on a wraparound attempt. That's booted away by Hanner, gathered in by Sabre zone and dump it in. There's Armstrong. Armstrong, great play to take the puck from behind. Centering feed for a reel that's blocked off. As the Sabres try to sneak Buckholz up ice, that pass is picked off, and here comes Filiaggi the other direction. The right wing corner for the Penguins. Trying to go heavy off the boards to the defense. Schubel collide. It'll come free for a shot from Rielsen, screaming just wide of the post. Filiaggi in after it. Able to find Starzy. Driving down from the point. His shot blocked to the netting above. Penguins are coached by head coach Jeff Hannon. He's flanked today by assistants Jason Julius and the devilishly handsome Chris Shue. Thank you for joining us as always here on Cine TV. You can even be a super chatter now. We've gotten to that 1,000 subscriber number. We'll hope to bring you some mobile content from Buffalo. We're going to have a face-off at center with just under 9 to play. Sabres will control the draw. It'll be Hart off the stick of Evans, but able to be dumped into the Penguin zone. Spun around by Merlot. Good job by Evans to come off the wall. He'll snap it across to Hartman. Hartman gains center red and goes for the dump and chase action. We'll battle right in front of the Sabres bench before it's taken away by Wilford. We're sending it back to Merlot. He'll bank it off the boards. Hartman will get to it. This time driving in. Trying to center one. It's knocked away, but right to Paris. Now to Hartman. Hartman with a bit of a dangle. Around, here's Paris to Evans. Evans twists, controls, tries to go back to the point. And just, he read right, off the red left. And the puck will end up all the way in the Penguins' end. Ofterhide with it. Up to Hartman. Tap pass to Paris. Paris across. Bouncing puck controlled by Evans. He'll weave inside, now out with a move. Driving in. Shot short side. Better save by Delisle. Penguins springing Evans free on the feed by Paris. Caught the defender a bit flat-footed. It'll be Vukulik into the zone. Looking to lead Daly. Cut off by Ofterhide. Vukulik back to it, who rims it all the way around. It'll be Evans with it. Evans goes heavy off the boards all the way out the center. It'll gain the Sabres end for pressure from Armstrong. That pressure forces the puck up the wing where LaDuca skates to it for the Sabres. Gathered back in by Wu. He's bumped from behind and it frees the puck up. Wozniak Taken back by Carter, up for Wu, and the Penguins have a potential 2-on-1. It's Wu and Armstrong. With the back pressure comes Druin. Wu will wind and crank one. Holy heavens, that was a missile. Delisle equal with the glove side. I believe caught it off the chest protector as Armstrong tries to center one to Wu. Wu. Army. Wiped away to the line and out by the Sabres. It's Lonsniak to the line. Penguins end. He'll cut to the outside, defended by Starr for a shot high, short side that eludes the 4x6 and comes all the way to the point for a shot from Hart to be blocked by Carter. Wu gets it, and he's able to spring Reel, who gets behind for what is probably, feels like the 7th time Jack Reel has popped behind the Sabre defense. And Wu found him that time, literally threading the needle. Like a seamstress, Austin Wu with the pass. I guess seamster. Pittsburgh goal. And the Penguins have taken a 2-goal lead with 6:23 to play. This line's done it all. Filiaggi and Reel with all 3 of the tallies. As that one, a shot from Brennan Kaminsky. Rebound in front, and the delivery boy there to pick it up and deliver the biscuit. And I expect the biggest Sabres push for the next 6 minutes. And it's going to start on this drive by Anstead. A centering feed fought off by Schub. Cleared to the wall, but not out. It'll be sent in behind. Buchholz tapping it to the corner. They'll come out in front. Sticked away by Merlot. Popped off the boards as Reel tried to spring himself. Daly instead will drive the middle. Good stick by Filiaggi to dislodge the puck as the battle takes itself to the wall. And we get the arm raised. Kaminsky, great shot on earlier this shift that the Penguins were able to put the rebound. Now he's going to head to the box. A bit too physical along the boards. And with 5:30 to play, the Sabres are going to head to their first man advantage. The Penguins with a power play goal, their first one by Reel on the power play. Here's Daly setting it up at the point. He'll go to Vuklik. Down low for Wilford. He'll battle, and it's taken away by Julius and rimmed around. Can it get out? It will. Out the center to be controlled. Daly will find Hart. Sabres power play. Lonsniak, Vukalik, Wilford, Daly, and Hart. Defended by Ofterheide. Swiped up by Paris. The penalty killers for the Penguins. Evans and Paris with Julius and Ofterheide. As Vukalik spins it to the area behind. A centering feed comes off lines. Yeah, I believe it might have been blocked out front. Evans might have gotten a piece of that one as the Sabres continue to control. 40 seconds left on the man advantages. They'll twist from the outside. Puck comes free. It's buried on the backside. Spinning off that post, wedging it off the goaltender. And I believe it's Wilford picking it up on the opposite side to make it a 1-goal game. Lesson for the Penguins there. With a 2-goal lead, 5.5 to play. Got to stay out of that box. Wu wins the draw. To Villela. Villela's pass for Starr just misses LaDuca. Picks it up, but now Armstrong will get to it. Starr up the ice. Bouncing puck picked up by Army. Wedged up the wall. Can't get it to go all the way in, but it will come free to Wu. He'll dislodge it. Scooting to the outside. Looking in front for a shot that comes off the Lyle. Here's Carter with it to Army. Army back to the point to Starr. Starr back to the corner looking for Armstrong. It'll bounce free to Wu. Wu tried for Carter. It'll be knocked away from him by Hart. Gathered in by Daly. Daly across for Wilford. Wilford to Buchholz. Buchholz with a couple big goals in a game last year, I remember, on the big sheet here. As they battle at the side of the Penguins' cage. Puck is loose. It'll be gathered by Hanner. We'll get a whistle 3:37 to play here in the third. Penguins will get that quick strike line of Real and Filiaggi on the ice. Wedged behind and picked up by Kaminsky. Kaminsky up the wall for Shub. He's stopped at the line. Popped by Kaminsky, though, and it'll come free to Shub. Followed on by Filiaggi. They'll get it to the Sabre end. Filiaggi on the forecheck pressure. Able to dislodge it and toss it in behind Delisle. She's back to play the puck as the Sabres start to break out the Stroh. He picked off at center by Shub. Kaminsky to Merlot. Merlot up to Real. Real heavy off the boards. Off the skate of Drew, and it's Filiaggi darting in. He's fended off to the outside. Penguins getting a line change behind. You're going to try to keep these shifts, getting the defense changed anyway. Probably going to keep these shifts a little short here at the end of this one as they'll find Real weaving through center, knocked off of his stick for a dump in by Filiaggi. Real and Filiaggi able to get off. Hartman and Evans on with Paris. Dumped in by the Sabres. It's icing if it's far enough, and it is. Barely. So the faceoff will come all the way to the Sabres' end. Penguins leading by a 3-2 score. As Evans and Daly discuss things going up the ice. They're going to line up against each other. Friends off the ice. Mortal combat warriors on it. As Ofterhide lofts it past Daly, it's gathered in by Vukulik in the Sabres zone. Evans with the pressure. Off the stick of Vukulik, it'll be Lonsniak. Able to be freed up by Ofterhide, wedged out the center for Evans. Evans tries to split the defense. Taken away, there's a bump by Lonsniak, but Paris able to take the bump and gather the puck in. He'll be swiped away in front of the net and cleared by the Sabres, but there's Paris to it. He reverses, but right to Daly. Cross-ice feed goes off the stick of Vukulik. It'll be Starr to it, chopping at it. Hartman off of Lonsniak and into the Penguins bench. It'll be Filiaggi to the dot. Up, bouncing puck at center, gathered by Wu. Wu dumping it further in for Filiaggi. Real able to get there, dislodge the puck. Wu will get to it in the corner though and pin it against the wall. At 1:25 to play here in the third. Penguins leading by a goal as they controlled in the offensive zone. A shot from Real up high, caught and held. Be an offensive zone draw for the Penguins. Filiaggi to take it. It's lofted up the center, fought off by Starr, but gathered in by Wilford. Wilford will carry down the right side, wedging one in front. Puck pops free, fought off by Hannard, still loose. Knocked out by Starr, picked up by Real. He can't quite clear. Here's Daly with a shot, high, short side. That eludes the 4x6. Net empty at the other end as Real pressures the puck. Sabres will send it to the line. Battled for by Filiaggi, brought on by Wilford. Centering feed. Two Sabres in front. Puck freed. Shot in. Backside, still loose. Kicked at, it's behind the cage. Still working down low as they try to reverse around the other side. It scoots just free all the way through the crease. Twisted back behind. Villela battles in front. Shot comes in, misses. High and over. Real, the first one there, has it taken away by Daly. Bouncing puck in front. Knocked and cleared to the line where Hart will pick it up. Lonsniak puts it in on an offside play, and with 4.9 to play, Face-off won by the Penguins. It's Julius to the corner. He'll go heavy off the glass, and the Penguins have taken game one of what will be a 2-game set here in Buffalo, a 3-2 win. Filiaggi and Real getting multiple numbers on that score sheet, and this one for the Penguins as Real kept popping free. The Penguins victorious in game one will be back here this afternoon. What time's that one? 3 o'clock? 3 o'clock here on City TV. We'll be at the big rink out there. We're going to try to give you a tour, so if you're a City TV fan, set your alerts. You'll see an alert that we've gone live. When we go live, we're going to try to give you a look, maybe even give the camera to one of the boys, and they can show you around the beautiful facility here at the Lecom Harbor Center in downtown Buffalo, New York. And we will bring you the next game here at 3 o'clock